Hello Sagittarius and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 13th to the 27th of September 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is a compendium of witches oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Sagittarius for the 13th to the 27th of September 2021. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? So let's take that one and that one. And let's see what you get. Oh, the Wind Rider and the Sickle. Right. So the Wind Rider is about going your own way, being authentic to you, knowing who you really are, and not being afraid to follow your own integrity. Even if that means you reject or ignore what others expect of you. So it's being you, and the freedom and wisdom that brings you. You know, it takes you further. And you've also got the Sickle here, which this is a lovely harvest card. It sort of suggests reaping the rewards of your hard work, of your endeavors. So it's sort of certainly, you know, it's time now to gather what you have, to pull together. It's almost like a completion of something that you have built up, something that you have worked at, something that you have grown, and it's time. It's sort of reached its zenith now, and it's time to pull it in, to harvest it, really. And that in itself is work, but it's lovely. It's sort of like rewards for work, for hard work done. And, you know, not being unafraid of following your own path, regardless of what others have set out for you or expect of you. Not being hindered by others' expectations. So there you have the Wind Rider and the Sickle. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Sagittarius for the 13th to the 27th of September 2021. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? And this is the Modern WitchTarot, which I'll be using to put down a 5-card spread for you. With the first card depicting you, where you are in your current situation. The next card showing what's brought you to where you are. And the following card highlighting the challenges that you're facing at this time. With the fourth card offering you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the 5th card which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. So let's see what you get. Right, you have the Seven of Pentacles, where you are. Oh, another seven, the Seven of Swords. What influences you, what brings you to where you are. And you have the Six of Swords as your challenge. You have the Six of Cups as your guidance. And you move towards the Star. And what you have at the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. I get that sense of independence with the King of Swords when I look at him today. It sort of suggests, it makes me want to link it with the Wind Rider. Mastering your own thoughts, your own decision. You know, having made an important decision and being willing to act upon it, not being deterred or swayed by others. You know, this is knowing you're in your own power in that as well. So it may bring you to being outside of the circle, you know, it's sort of quite independent, especially in a mental capacity, but having mastered your thoughts, having mastered your decision making, and having made a clear and logic decision using integrity and discernment, and then being willing to act upon that. So where you are now, this is very much like the sickle. You've brought yourself to, you've sort of set something on the path to growth and success. Most of the work has already been done. What it is, the endeavor, what it is you've been working on has set down firm roots and foundations, and it's now at a point where it can begin to grow on its own. There's not much for you to do here other than be patient and let it come to its full fruition, and use that time perhaps to assess and think about where you'd go from there on. But it's this sort of this is a good card, really. It sort of does indicate a need for patience and allowing things to continue on their own steam. But there, you know, the Seven of Swords, yeah, certainly usually talks of skullduggery, but today when I look at all the cards together, and I think it's more about you've needed to use creative thought, creative solutions to find your way forward. So you've perhaps worked outside the boundaries of the norms in order to solve problems and issues, and you know, you've done that successfully now, and it's even created growth for you, abundance on the horizon, but not here yet. There's still that harvesting, that work, and before that is the time to let it just permeate, to let it continue to grow on its own accord. And then your challenge in this is now to move on from troubled waters to calmer waters, to find that guidance, to find that assistance in moving to a place of calm and perhaps a destination on the horizon. So what I get a sense of here is there's been struggle to get where you are. It's not been easy. You've had to go your own way. You've had to do things slightly differently. And that may well have caused some arguments or some sense of discord in communication with others. And your challenge is to smooth that over and find that you can actually move from this turbulent emotional time to more peaceful times. And in your guidance in doing that is offering kindness and generosity in a emotional way. So it's more about, like, you know, that giving on an emotional level rather than giving resources or finance to someone. It sort of suggests a connection with a time, a peaceful time, a contented time in your life, nostalgia, as it were. So it sort of suggests, in order to make that transition from the discord that moving to where you are in your own way may have created, you look to connecting with someone in the past. Perhaps I get a sense of like a peace offering, and sort of smoothing over the waters with a genuine peace offering, a genuine act of reaching out in kindness. And you're moving towards wish fulfillment. The star is about peace, renewed peace and hope after a period of discord or trouble. And so I get a sense you'll find that peace, you'll find that hope, but it also suggests, you know, a wish fulfilled, a wish come true, and a sense of continued abundance. I mean, she pours eternally from the jugs of that, you know, that just don't end, and the water that she pours out runs back into the main pool. So it's about things just getting better, really, and a sense of having come home to a place of peace and enjoyment and having that wish fulfilled. So I think it's actually really good. You know, it sort of shows that you've certainly struggled to get where you are, but now is a time to offer a reconciliation gesture, in order to really complete that abundance and growth that you have created, to sort of level out your emotional satisfaction with your attainment of resources, and a wish, you know, you move towards a wish being fulfilled, but certainly a sense of peace and renewed hope and faith in your relationships in the world. There's lovely, lovely energies for you, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you, and if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then enjoy the next 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.